we had a teaser a couple weeks ago. Ricky Flex. Um, I want to know your thoughts on the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. I believe the release date is set for July 25th. Right? This is like the week of your birthday, Ricky Flex, right? Is this your birthday movie of this year?
I think so. This is well. I'm just saying, like July 25th. That's a Friday. My birthday lands the next Wednesday, so I guess this is my birthday movie. But I'm not going to count it as my birthday movie. Fantastic Four: First Steps will be my birthday movie this weekend, and that's why I'm so shocked that Happy Gilmore 2 is taking on this release date. Isn't that crazy? I know it's a streaming movie, kind of different audiences. I guess Netflix is like, you're going to watch this no matter what. But that is kind of crazy how we have two major releases on the same weekend.
I I don't know. I feel like it's just the convenience of Happy Gilmore 2. I think people are going to be turning that movie on and turning it off, and they'll be starting it on and off. They're gonna be like, "Hey, I'm in the middle of Happy Gilmore 2. Come on and watch it." It's not as appointment as like obviously going to a theater. I just feel like people are gonna be like, "Holy shit, Happy Gilmore 2," and they'll flip it on. And they'll be like, "Oh my god, this movie's awful," and then they'll just go to the theater.
Yeah. Like honestly, yeah, this movie's teaser here was just proved that this movie's unnecessary. It proved that this probably will not be that good, but you're gonna watch it.
Yes,
You're gonna watch it. It's cameo filled nostalgia play. That's all it is, and that's all it really needs to be. We don't need to recreate Happy Gilmore what it was in the 90s. That's not the era we're in anymore. They're doing exactly what they thought they were gonna do, and it's to no one's surprise.
legacy comedy sequel to a movie that was first made in the 90s, and the sequel is coming out in the 2020s. Recipe for disaster. Not going to be a good movie. Not going to be a
Hello,
good
Zoolander
movie.
2.
Guaranteed. A legacy sequel in general is usually not a good idea. A legacy comedy sequel, literally DOA, dead on arrival. And you know what I thought of when I watched Sandman in this trailer? It reminds me of Keanu Reeves in Matrix Resurrections, where it's like they're not even trying. You're not even trying to channel what he was. Like he doesn't even feel like Happy Gilmore. He just feels like Adam Sandler in this trailer. I don't know about you. Just like Keanu, it's like they're not even shaving his beard. They're just like, you're basically John Wick. This is what everyone recognizes you for. We'll get new people to watch Matrix Resurrections. Adam Sandler, he's the goofy guy, wears the weird pants, wears athletic gear all the time. He's got the boots on. He's just likable Adam Sandler. Just roll out of bed. It doesn't seem like he's as goofy, zany, or intense as what Happy Gilmore was. He is just so much like going through the motions right now. And this movie is also a Netflix comedy. Adam Sandler. Let's throw in all my friends. Let's throw in as many celebrities as possible. Dude, all the freaking PGA golfers that are in this movie, there's like one. Lee Trevino is like the only one in the first in Happy Gilmore. Now it's just a cameo fest. Bad Bunny showing up here. Travis Kelce's here. You're going to get such bad acting as a result of all these cameos and inexperienced actors. It's not like the first one is like making its way to the Oscars or anything, but at least it's a movie. This is not going to be a movie. This is like literally, this is content. This is just content for people to see their favorite celebrities, and it's going to be someone who played Happy Gilmore that isn't Happy Gilmore anymore.
Yeah, I liked your comparison to Keanu because it looks like they just said, hey Adam, come over here and just shoot Happy Gilmore and just be yourself."
You got a movie deal with us. Can you just do Happy Gilmore too?
Yeah, and like look at him at the Oscars or the Golden Globes. He looks the same as he did in this teaser trailer, the beard and him and whatever shape he's in, the hair. It literally looks like he rolled out of bed and did this part and didn't even read his lines until he was on set. And I think for Matrix Resurrections, it was the same way with Keanu. My only problem with the analogy is that Happy Gilmore 2, I expect that from.
Yeah.
Matrix Resurrections was disrespectful not only to the fans of Matrix, but just to Hollywood and the importance of the Matrix. And basically was like a, oh, legacy sequels are doomed. We should not do these anymore. At least not do them and be serious about them. Here it's like Happy Gilmore 2, that is. It's like, oh, we could do this, but just know, like, just be transparent with the audience that this is not going to be good. We're doing this for a money grab. We're doing this just to grab your eyeballs and make money. That's all we're doing this for. Matrix Resurrections was literally disrespectful to us.
I feel like the Wachowskis are, I mean, they're high concept people. You know, I feel like the problem was they weren't transparent about the movie they were making. That word, you know, I feel like people walked into the Matrix thinking they were going to see some kick ass like things that on the level of, hey, Matrix 1 and Matrix Reloaded, and instead they get like them, the Wachowskis, making fun of their own franchise, making fun of how Hollywood operates today. So I feel like people weren't as aware, and they didn't make people aware. You know, this one, I feel like everyone knows going in now that this is going to be a trash movie. This is going to be bad.
Yeah,
You know,
it's Netflix too, so they know, like they know, like, oh, Electric State,
it's
oh
bulletproof. It's bulletproof right now. You know, it's Happy Gilmore 2. It's Adam Sandler making a comedy. You know, put those two things together. It's going to be, you know, a watch. People will watch. It's not going to be necessarily enjoyable. People are going to love seeing, you know, Adam Sandler on screen. They're going to love seeing Ben Stiller back here. They're going to love seeing Julie Bowen back here. You know, Ben Stiller did like the only acting in this entire trailer. That's what I was watching. I'm like,
yeah.
he's kind of the only one acting. Everyone else is just like hanging out, having a good time. Adam Sandler's being himself, you know. But I am excited to see Ben Stiller's character again because that guy is one of the best supporting
How?
characters in the history of comedies. Hal, thank you for saying the name. But yes, like I cannot wait for that. But
Dude,
this
he was in
movie,
Hubie. That was the best part of Hubie Halloween was the opening
yeah,
sequence, and it proved that we're in the Sandlerverse.
that once they saw Hubie Halloween, Netflix, they saw the return of Ben Stiller. They're like, Happy Gilmore too. Do it.
And like, look at Severance
Do
right
it.
now. Like, by the way, you're listening to this. Severance finale came out. We will be talking about
Ben
that.
Stiller. Ben Stiller moves the needle. Ben Stiller moves the needle.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, Netflix and Happy Gilmore, like, they understand the assignment. And you have to appreciate that because they know their audience, they know their message, they're very good at marketing it, right? But at the same time, it's just like they also know, like, we need Ben Stiller in this
They
movie.
know where their bread is buttered, dude. They
Yeah,
got Ben, they got
they
Hal
know.
back here. They got Shooter McGavin back here. They got the guy, the old man squeezing his nipples again, you know, from Happy Gilmore 1. I think this movie's not trying to reinvent the wheel here. You know, I think there's a scene where Happy is moving out of his grandmother's house. And I'm like,
That's what it looks like.
are they just replaying the same thing where like maybe Happy's short on money and maybe he rejoins the tour so he doesn't lose the house. It's just not going to be reinventing the wheel here. I wanted to mention something about the cameos. They showed all these PGA golfers. Okay. They showed Scotty Scheffler. I think they had Jordan Spieth there. Maybe Justin Thomas. I don't really
I think
remember.
Rory.
Rory was there. Cameos up the wazoo. If they don't have Will Zalatoris here, it's ridiculous.
That's a
You need
mistake.
to have for a movie that's selling out this hard as this movie is, and that wants to make the internet happy with people like Bad Bunny and Travis Kelce in the movie. You need to have Will Zalatoris for the diehard Happy Gilmore fans because everyone was there when Will Zalatoris burst on the scene in the Masters and he was being compared to the caddy from Happy Gilmore right when he joined the tour. Right when he joined the tour. So you need to have a scene with Will Zalatoris golfing and you have Happy handing his bag to Will Zalatoris and then him saying, "No, I'm not your caddy." He's like, "Oh, I mistook you for someone else." There's your scene.
Simple.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
That's a great call, and I love that writing. I think you just hit the nail on the head. You hit a home run.
If they don't do that, man, if they don't do that, this movie's a complete failure.
Yeah, and for me, like my storyline, if you want to really play into what this is, I would have done Happy joins the Live tour.
Yeah,
Happy joins Live.
that would have been good. Yes,
And
yes.
see how the world reacts. That would have been like, well, all right, well, yeah, I see your hand up.
He is the perfect live golf player. Happy Gilmore
Yes,
is the
live
perfect
loud.
live golf player.
Loud is better.
Yes, Ricky. Yeah, and he gets to wear shorts. He gets to wear whatever attire. He can wear his Bruins jersey. No one's going to complain. Him playing live golf would have been the movie. God damn it. We have no idea what the plot is. And live golf, I doubt, is going to be a part of this movie whatsoever. But he is made to be the face of live golf. And it should have been them giving a fat ass check for $300 million. Start the
I
movie.
just hate how easy that is that we came up with that in less than 5 minutes, and Netflix just spent $200 million on this movie, and it's not gonna be nearly as good as that idea.
He was meant for live golf. Meant for live
Yes,
golf.
live loud. That's always what it's about, and he's, like, pumping up the crowd and everything. It's all about big moonshots, drives.
You know what they should do? Adam Sandler. He did Hustle, right? So that was I forgot what NBA player. Do you remember the guy's name? Doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter. But the Anthony Edwards was the villain, right? So you
Hernan Gomez. I don't remember the first name.
Hernan Gomez was the last name.
I don't remember the first
I
name.
think Hernan Gomez was his last name. But get back on track here. Anthony Edwards was the villain. If you want to have these PGA golfers here, you should have like Brooks Koepka or like Bryson DeChambeau. Patrick Reed. Like a real golfer as the villain. And Shooter, like what's Shooter's role going to be? Is Shooter going to be the main villain?
He should have been Greg Norman.
Greg Norman. God damn it.
Why are we good at this? I'm telling you, man, this is that easy.
I was distracted by my roommate has sneezed like 5 times in a row back here. I don't know if you can hear that.
No,
but I think Greg Norman as the villain would have been incredible. You know, and if a movie's going to be shit, just like, and you're going to have all these cameos, just make a well-known figure as the villain. But Shooter is he going to be someone that like helps Happy out in the end? I feel like Shooter's going to need some type of redemptive arc this movie.
Dude, this would have been great, dude. You act like Happy's like the Phil Mickelson going over to live, and Shooter is the Greg Norman, and he's like trying to be like boys with Happy, saying, come over to, and I'll pay you a lot of money. But then Greg Norman / Shooter is really the villain of live, and he gets Happy over there, but Happy's not happy at live. He's not. And you have all these other stars.
Money doesn't get him to his happy place.
Exactly. Yeah. God, I hate how easy this is.
We should be presenting the freaking Oscar after this.
I could freaking whip up a presentation. We could do a pitch on this. This is like crazy.
Best original screenplay to the TDI boys. Let's do a thermometer predictor for this movie. I'm going to start 33%. Thermometer predictor, where we predict the Rotten Tomato scores of this upcoming movies. 33%.
People love us nostalgia. I feel like some of the critics will as well. 41.